Hello, my friends. It is I, Alphinius Goo, a little laggy this morning. Yes, but all that stuff that happened before, just ignore it. It was some kind of a prank by this guy, Lokebutt. Yes, say hello, Lokebutt.
Oh, hello. I pranked you. Jinx blessing upon you.
And may all the tricks be played.
The tricks be played. Yes.
Yes, indeed. Hello, Camera Mandy.
Hi.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm actually doing very good. I'm very calm. I have learned that I cannot control the technology.
You got some zen going on right now?
Yes, and panicking gets me nowhere. So I have learned to just be calm. I will fix the lag. First, I have to fix a few other things, though. So.
Well, we are excited about this stream today. We are stoked about it. We've got, of course, Lokebutt here. We're going to talk about Vanzentia. We're going to do a special giveaway with Chris. Chris's miniature. We're going to do that. We're not going to do the Netherdark today. For all of you who came, I apologize, but I want to tell you that ahead of time. We're not going to do the Netherdark just because we want, since we got Lokebutt here, who is really Corey, but we will not say too much about that, right, Corey?
Oh no. I do not think I am this Corey person today.
Not today.
Not today.
Well, I'm Kim sometimes, right?
Sometimes.
Yes.
If I have to drop out of character and explain something, I will. But otherwise, let's have some fun.
Yes, indeed. All right.
I think you guys should have fun by sitting a little bit closer together.
Camera Mandy does not like us.
It's this big chair. It's huge. There's a lion here between us.
Thank you.
Is that better for you?
Yes.
I can blow his ear.
I'm changing all sorts of things. Yes. Thank you all for your patience. We are coming back from Genghis Khan. I know we've been back for 2 weeks, but I have not had the chance yet to get our studios back up in order. So that was my morning this morning.
No, it was marvelous. And Camera Mandy, everybody is appreciating how much time you put in to get all the people their prizes and all of the things that really, we got a lot of folks caught up, and we got some things that we still have to print and all of that kind of stuff, but really we appreciate it.
That's actually a very good launch into our social media section.
Those are segues.
Yeah, that was a great launch into that. So I am going to show here. Okay, so here's Ali and Elle. They're shipping out a ton of prizes and other things that were ordered from.
Kickstarter stuff.
Yeah, and also our SaltCon orders and stuff like that.
Orders, yes.
So I just want to prepare you all. If you do not get your prizes now, it is because you have more prizes coming. So we have several things we're shipping out at the same time. We have like the Underdelvian contest, we have the Thu'ul contest, we have contributors stuff that we're working on. And so if you are not getting your package next week, it is because there's a pile back there with your name on it, and we're continually adding to the pile. Oh, and we have Gooey Adventure, Great Gooey Adventure.
Yes.
So all those prizes are also still being printed, and but we are getting, trust me, I'm very motivated. So, and when I'm very motivated, things get done around here. So
This is a bipolar disorder.
Yes, exactly.
We all have that.
It's true. It's true.
I'm the same all the time.
Yes, they're
always the same.
You know what I love is Dirge is in the comments, who is Scott.
Yes.
And I told him that we're shipping, because his son, we're shipping his signed Menace in the Mist.
Because of John.
John wrote, and Scott says, John will never see that Menace in the Mist.
Yeah, John, the Menace in the Mist is marvelous. People are enjoying it. And of course, we're working on The Dead and Fallow. We're working on The Glooming Doom. And just bringing these other adventures to the fray, and those are being worked on. Magica, the manuscript is really getting close to being complete. We've got a ton of the artwork done, which is exciting.
Yes, I like the artworks. They're always my favorites.
Everyone loves magic, right?
Yes.
Look, but you're just a delight.
Oh, thank you, man.
That's an annoyance.
Okay.
A delight, she said, not annoyance.
A delightful annoyance.
Oh, right.
Okay.
So are we going to do the social media?
Yes,
and then
we are.
Because Lokebutt is here to take us on a little bit more of a deeper tour of Vanzentia, and we had the chance to have him here. Also, there's a thing going on. We're going to do the Carnivalle here. We're going to do the Carnivalle show, right?
The 30th of April, yes. We'll be doing
talking about that a lot.
I'll be running a game. It will be fun.
Indeed.
I am really excited for the Carnivalle. This is a time. So what we are doing is we are going to start doing more of these. Kim doesn't know this. Alphinius doesn't know this, but we're just going to do it.
Scotch.
Yes.
Surprises.
Exactly. And we're going to make sure all of our equipment is in really good shape. All of our cords are working really well because my heart cannot handle the tech issues.
Well, anyway,
It's basically where we're at.
So listen, it's going to be a wonderful, great stream today, and we're going to do social media first. Camera Mandy, is that what you want to do?
Yes, absolutely. We're going to start with social media. Okay, so starting with this beautiful new miniature that Harry is creating. Lokebutt, what do you think of this?
Oh, I love Alphonio. He's my favorite.
This is
Do this with your hair. Do it.
I don't have hair to do that. This is an abomination. Fabio is an abomination. Look at those shoes.
I love the shoes. I love all the detail that Harry put into this. I think it is pure excellence.
Yeah, so Alfabio is not in canon. You know, I get the final.
I don't know about that. I think that we can push it through.
Okay, so we'll do Alfabio's travels in the Sundestian desert.
This
Yes, that's what we
This was from
God.
Lokebutt's alter ego. And I can't play
It's
it.
not Lokebutt's alter ego. Oh, you mean Corey?
Corey,
Yeah,
yes.
that guy. Yeah, right.
Listen, he made this,
Yeah.
and it's a really funny. What are those videos called where you can make the mouse move and sing along to something?
Face something.
Why can't you play it?
Because it has copywritten music.
Yes,
Oh, yes, that's right. So for personal kind of thing, it's okay, but for this
Reface,
Yes.
that's the name of it.
Reface, yes.
Yes.
We refaced Alfabio and he sang a wonderful song for us all.
Yeah, I'm glad we can't play it. Good. Yes, Camera Mandy, let's move on to the next slide.
Okay,
Yes.
so this was a very fun poll, and I had meant to have more names up, but because of the tech issues, I didn't get it up this morning. So this was something from Mike, which is the canonized version of Alfabio is actually a romance novelist.
I don't know if this is canonized at all,
I
Camera
think
Mandy.
so.
This
I
is
think
out of
so.
control. Listen, all you people, the whole damn den has gone batty. I said it already.
We all love it. And so my contribution, even though it was spelled wrong, was Tryst with the Troll, the untold story of Myron.
Ooh.
Yes.
He's nothing but a head. It's nothing.
It was so fun. Me and Mike were texting back and forth, like coming up with all these like kisses from Kismia, or
Yes, the spell book.
Yeah, 50 Shades of
Faye.
Yes.
50 Shades of Faye. There's something really, really wrong with that. Oh, God.
The Akarna Sutra was I believe from Harry.
Yes, so I think Harry put up the Akana Sutra, but I don't remember. There's so many damn crazy books in there. You know, there's just just in 70 some votes or 60 votes. or something.
Kamagutra.
Yeah, the Kamagutra. This I think was Andrew who did this. The
I'm sorry.
Kamagutra does not exist either.
This
Yes.
is a family show. But we're having a little fun this morning.
Yes, well,
Okay.
listen. I hope you all enjoyed this goofiness. I am soon to delete all of these posts. So what? Look at them before I delete them. Yes.
He's not going to delete them. It's not going to happen. Okay, so here is James's portrait.
Yeah, is that not marvelous?
It
Did you
is
see that,
marvelous.
Corey?
Yes, I did. I do not want to meet this guy. He looks very mean.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that stern stare. Right? Isn't that smoldery thing like
Yes, I
from
think-
that movie? The Jumanji thing. There was a movie that was smoldery stare.
Yeah,
You guys know what I'm talking about.
Wait, Jumanji with a smoldery.
The
What was that?
smoldery stare
In
from Jumanji. Yes, it was one of the abilities of one of the characters.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, The Rock. It was The Rock.
Yeah, of course, it was The Rock. I was
Okay,
trying not
that's
to use
right.
copyrighted names.
The Rock is not a copyrighted name. You're allowed to say The Rock.
You can say The Rock. I don't know if that's true. Maybe you
Okay.
can. But look at James up there. He's got that smoldery stare.
Yes.
Right? So,
Dangerous, I think.
so
He's very-
this is the warden, right? So the warden has these marvelous. Don't go ahead of me, Cameron.
I'm sorry.
That is
I
delicious.
didn't mean to. I was trying to click
So
away
the
from
warden serves both of the goddesses of the dragons, Dracondra, right, and come on, chat, help me out. I'm losing it this morning. I'll remember in a moment. But it serves both the dragons, both the dragon goddesses, and is a defender of the draconic beings, right? And so this is a very interesting tale, and over time, he's actually developed some scales.
I see this.
Yes, red ones and gold ones. So this is very interesting.
I thought he just needed some moisturizer
He
or
probably
something.
needs that too. A little bit of, what is that stuff?
Shea butter,
Yeah,
yes. I cannot believe it's not shea butter. Alfabio. We got to go back to
Let's
Alfabio.
stop with Alfabio. Put that guy away.
I love Alphabio.
All right.
I just want to say, Lydia, you have a prize pile in the back. I'm going to throw in something extra for Alphabio.
I'm going to take everything out. I'm taking it all out. Anyway, James is marvelous, yes. And then, of course, this is Star, right? This is Brina Elkhart. So this is really wonderful. She is a wood elf and an artificer. And around her neck, you would probably be interested in this, right? Is hidden behind the other symbol is a symbol of Gunandru, the mad god.
Yes.
Friend of yours, I'm sure.
Yes, I think I've met him once or twice.
I'm sure. Yes. And probably you hung out with him for days at a time, I'm sure.
You guys are having too much fun.
All right. So anyway, so Star is beautiful. I'm glad that you love it. We love it too. And of course, we keep getting more and more of these wonderful characters that are like this one here, right? That are coming to, and this one, right? That are coming to the world of Zyathé, which is just amazing to have all these tales, right, being told.
Yes. Oh, I cannot wait to share some about Vanzentia. Yes.
Yes, we are going to get there, you crazy person, you. Now just take your pills.
Oh my gosh, you guys are too much. Okay, so this was a spectacular post by Carrie about a region that is not well known in Zyathé called Zin. And I put this one up, but I want to say that there has been a lot of really great discussion posts going up in the den. And there's a lot of new people who are coming in, and I didn't want to post their stuff in case they didn't want to be on Goo Morning yet. I know Carrie's fine with it. But anyway, I just want to say I am so impressed with the discussions that have been happening there with like people asking, like there was a woman who came in who she's going to be GMing for blind
Was
kids.
that not marvelous?
Yes.
That was such a marvelous post.
And all the comments under there giving her great suggestions. There was Casey asking about power-ups for or not power-ups, spell slots.
Spell slots, yes.
And yeah, and I mean,
whether they last forever, because many know that I advocate for the first level, right? Making first level more special. Give 3 extra spell slots to all of your spellcasters. Give them to them forever, and just love that time, right?
Otherwise, the fighter does all the stuff.
Yes, right. That's exactly right. And eventually, but at least remember in the old days. I don't know. You're a little older, but you're not as old as I. But you remember in the old days, after you cast your 1 spell, right, and your 3 cantrips, right? That was the old days. Mm-hmm. In the old days, after you cast your 1 spell, you just threw daggers for the rest of that.
And if you were lucky, you could have a dart.
Yeah, a dart. 3 darts. You could throw 3 darts. Really, really fun. Have you ever played darts, Lokebutt?
Yes, I have. I can throw 3 at the same time. And then dunk, dunk, dunk.
Yeah, or
dunk, dunk, dunk.
Yeah, I was going to say dunk, dunk, and the guy over at the bar, right, in the old Katushi. Yes.
Okay.
Cameraman, you don't look at me like that. I said Katushi.
I've just come up with a really great idea.
Wait, I want to finish talking about Zin before you get on this great idea.
Okay.
Hold that thought.
Okay, I'm going to hold the thought because I'm not going to lose it. You
So
guys
I
are
did
going to
Zin
love
on
this.
purpose, right? So this Zin is a place that we have really not spoken of very much at all. It's called Mysterious Zin. And there is an enormous golden pyramid structure on the island, or on the continent, if you will, because it is a small continent. And many have conjectured. Even James took a party there, right?
Oh, yes, for our fundraiser.
Yes,
we did
well,
that.
It was Corey. Corey was the GM.
Oh, that's right. You game master. Did you game master the Zin, though? You
Yes.
You did. That's right.
It was not quite canon.
No.
I tried to kill them, but they didn't work.
You should have gone harder.
Yes.
A little more aggressive. Yes, it's marvelous. But anyway, so Carrie put up a great post about this. There's a lot of people who threw up a lot of comments and stuff. Did you see those, Lokebutt?
Yes. I like the one where there's a god living in there. That would be very interesting.
Yeah, that's right. Then what god would it be?
But it would be a little tight.
A little squished. Hope it's not Buffon. He's a little rotund like I am,
And I saw him at a dinner last week, so he's not in there.
Okay, good.
Okay, here's my idea.
All right, go, cameraman.
Okay, so it was Galanet23 asked for more art of Alphobio. So I'm going to put this out there.
Pardon me. Hold on a moment.
No.
I want to know the real name of that person.
If we raise a certain amount of money for
Game to Grow,
we will commission a portrait of Alphobio, an official Gooey Cube portrait for Alphobio. What would that be the number that we have to raise?
Think about that.
Okay.
So we will ponder that, and we'll see if we can do something for charity.
Everyone, let me know if you
I don't know if I want this guy to be canon. Oh my goodness gracious!
Yeah.
It blows on fire.
$5. I think you should say $5.
$1 million. That'll keep that guy out.
To be fair, Gooey Redthorn, Matt says, please no.
Thank you, Matt.
But
Matt, you are marvelous.
There are other people who are all about
Matt,
this idea.
the contest we're doing for the miniature, you win.
Everyone else is saying this is a great idea, and they agree with $5, except that we do want this to be like a significant chunk of change because Game to Grow is an amazing charity, and
we'll do something. We'll do something, and we'll figure this out.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing this out there.
The problem is Harry already made a miniature, which of course I want one of them.
I'm just going to put this out.
Why not?
Listen, I think that Harry should make many different miniatures for Fabio in many different poses.
No, he should not, and definitely not with his shirt off. Ever, Harry. Never.
People are saying, take my money. So, yeah, I think we're good. Okay, so anyway, next up here, we have gotten the edit done for the Great Gooey Dungeon Game Show. The edit is, first off, it's fixed the audio issues as much as I could in terms of it won't blast your ears out when... So I won't go into all the technical issues that we had.
Manny, nobody wants to hear the technical issues.
I'm not going to. I'm just going to say I am very sorry. I am very sorry because, hey, people who watch this stream know exactly what I'm talking about, and they are appreciating my apology right now because it was like nice, even, and then it like shouted.
My dear, listen, it was marvelous.
Yes.
And everyone heard you at the stream, almost crying. And it was great.
Oh, I did cry at the end of the stream.
And you should feel good. You should feel
but
good
it turned out
about
good.
It was great.
Yes.
And she is the star of the show, not you.
Of course.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Everybody
Y'all.
loves her. Nobody likes me.
Everyone is appreciating my apology.
Yes.
I want you to know.
They make fun of my name.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for appreciating it and not just thinking it was boring to apologize. Anyway. So, anyway, audio has been fixed. I've also added...
I hope you all like this. I hope this is entertaining because I'm having a great time.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you're having too much fun. But anyway, I also just want to say I added in subtitle, or not titles. I added some titles in when Alphinius would go off script, and you were like, what is even happening right here? I've added in titles because I had to watch it back like 3 times.
Oh, God.
I know, to be like, what happened at this point? Anyway, and I have a great idea for the future things where Alphinius can throw in some fun things, but it'll be more structured. It'll be great. Anyway, and also...
We are doing the stream from Gen Con.
I don't think she knows how this works.
I don't think so either.
You are going to love it. It has to do with the deck of perilous fortuity.
Ooh,
I'm just saying.
Called the Dragon Deck, right? Or Jinx's Folly, or whatever, right? Kizmia's Luck, right? All of those
I like Jinx's Folly.
Yes, Jinx's Folly. Yes, indeed.
People are being so nice in the comments. Not towards you, but towards me.
Those guys are terrible.
And,
most boring stream ever.
Oh my God. Okay. Also, I just want to say one last thing. Next week on Goo Morning Zyathé, we're going to have Andrea on. We're going to play some highlights of our show and stuff like that. So if you didn't watch the
and
whole
also
thing,
not just the show, we're going to show clips right from Genghis Khan.
Yes.
And talk about the convention. And if you didn't come this year, you need to come next year.
Yes.
It was good.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, what a marvelous little con, right?
Yes.
Donnie and Andrea put on a great con.
And it felt very welcoming to everyone.
Yes.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, they really, it's not elitist. It doesn't have any of that kind of crap going on. And of course, Satine and Jameson were marvelous. What wonderful raising money. And of course, Jeff Richard came on there with us from Cassium. And we had Donnie, of course, play where he said he didn't get the toaster. He said he wanted the toaster. So then he said he stole a bunch of stuff using profanity.
But all of this will be on next week's episode, so we don't need to recap it now. Okay.
Boring.
Our last thing, and there was a lot of great social media stuff, but since Lokebutt's here, we have to get to our tour. Okay, this is a picture of me taking pictures of the deck of perilous fortuity, and I know you might be like, Mandy, what?
Mandy, why are you showing pictures of you taking pictures of the deck?
Because I'm going to show you some of our pictures that I took. It's going to be great. Okay, so so this one is one that everyone's already seen that was in the den.
Yes.
But I have 3 photos, and there's like 30 photos. So these are just 3 extra photos.
So good.
Okay. So here is.
Oh, Camera Mandy.
Yes. So this is our regular deck, and then I took a similar picture with our antique deck.
Yes, marvelous, yes.
And then this shows the difference between the colors in the regular deck versus the antique deck.
So, this is the deck. It has 65 cards, unlike the cards in our world, which have 52. And then it has, these extra special 4 cards, right? So,
Yes, Myron is one of them.
Yes, Myron. That tryst with a troll. We're back to that.
We're back to that. It always comes back to Alfabio.
Jeez, Alfabio, God. My bane, my nemesis. I'm going to have him assassinated. I know somebody from Slay.
Okay, is it not hilarious, the idea that Alphinius Goo has
a bardic brother?
A twin bardic brother who's a romance novelist in the world. Is that not like just pure magic? I'm sorry.
It's good.
I want to vomit right now. In fact, a little bit came up in the back of my throat.
Anyway, so yes, those are some of the pictures. There's going to be a bunch more released. We're going to get them up on the website. The colorful deck, I believe, is available on the website.
It is. You can't get the antique unless you participated in the Kickstarter. That is the only way you can get the antique deck.
Okay. Will that be available for the next Kickstarter as well?
Probably not.
Ooh, interesting.
It depends on if we have, supplies last. Perhaps we can do something for some folks, but we didn't make very many of them. We made them to be special. That was the idea.
Well, I happen to have had to open a deck for this photo shoot, so maybe we'll raffle that off in our next episode of Good Morning, Zyathé.
The open deck. Signed by Cameramandy. Yes.
Oh my gosh, I don't think
Alfabio.
any...
Not Alfabio. Alfabio was signing nothing. God.
Okay. We're going to head over to our tour now.
So before we do the tour, though, should we give away the miniature, or you want to do that at the end?
I do want to do that at the end because I need to pull up the... Well, okay.
That's fine. No, that's fine.
If you guys talk, just talk
No, we are fine for doing the tour. Go ahead, let's do the tour.
Sounds good. Okay, and then that way, I was going to grab this again before, but then all the camera issues happened, and so...
So just so everyone knows, we're talking about the western part of East Verdestia. Right?
Yes.
Esverdae.
The Midwest, I
guess that's true. The Midwest, because Vanzentia is more Midwest versus Donovan is a little more northern, northern west, right? So to speak.
I found out because I opened up Facebook to pull the picture that it was Marcus Scott who suggested the portrait.
Of course it was.
Yes.
Of course it was, Marcus. Yeah, you were right there with the rest of the Hatters.
Oh. And he says he'll pay for the portrait of Alfabio.
Oh my!
I opened up the rest of the message.
Marcus, you and I are going to have a little chat, sir. Yes, we're going to have a little chat.
Sorry.
Marcus and Jason Rieger, yes, and Pamela.
All members of Alfabio's Club of Glee. Yes.
What happens in that club? I want to know. Like, maybe I don't want to know. I hope they all got vaccinated.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So we are talking about Western East Verdestia, and we're talking in particular about Vanzentia.
Yes,
right?
yes. It's my home.
Yes. What is that? You have a troupe? Is that?
Yes. Lokebutt is part of the troop of, or the Grey Wanderers. Yes. Vanzentia is a little bit different than Western Verdestia. In the Republic,
they wrap up their legs. I don't mean to cut you off. Keep going.
But they wrap their legs. That's a different social thing that they do. But
they want some spider veins or something.
It's a way of showing respect.
I'm sorry. Go on.
So when you we're segueing. We'll do that a lot today. So when you meet someone from Vanzentia, your greeting is to bow and look at their leg wraps, because their leg wraps tell their station. And then the
so
greeting,
they got a lot of dirt on them.
It's a lower station. Yes. If it's silk and nice, and maybe I need to treat this person with a little. And then there's a phrase called vis-a-visu, which is I see you. Which this is the hard part for people who are not from Vanzentia, because it's the same words, but the context is different. So if I see you and you're a royal, it's more like, oh, I see you. Oh, but yes, but if you're below me, it's
vis-a-visu. Like I would do to Alfabio.
Yes.
Vis-a-visu, you dirty dog.
So it is very hard for people to get that greeting right, because they don't quite understand that. What was I talking about?
Talking about the Grey Wanderers.
The Grey Wanderers, yes. So, see, Vanzentia is a more reserved culture. They a big Hanataz troop showing up and setting up a huge carnival it would be yes, like a slap in the face.
Yeah,
so my job is to still attend to those vices, but in a much littler, smaller thing.
Vices?
Yes, okay. Yes. Vis-a-vis vices.
Vis-a-vis vice-a-vazoo.
So the Grey Wanderers, we have just a grey tent, but there are multiple flaps, see? And if you, who don't want people to know your gambling vice, will come to gamble, I just open this flap and that's where you go in to gamble, and someone else might want some entertainment of some sort. And I open up a different
and there's
flap.
Al Fabio sitting there with his shirt off playing a song.
Exactly.
Myron the Ugly Troll. I had a tryst with Myron, and it was a lot of fun. Yes.
I mean, we don't know. Have you read the book? Was it a lot of fun?
I don't think it was.
That doesn't sound great.
Different strokes for different folks, I guess, yes.
Did you say strokes?
Strokes.
Let us continue. Back to the Grey Wanderers and the flaps.
Yes, so basically we open a flap and there's different things, and it's a small tent, but inside there are many different rooms so that people can go in and do all of the fun things that our troop provides.
Oh, marvelous. So you don't have a train of wagons and all of that kind of stuff?
No, well we do, but it's not a bunch of colorful wagons. Discreet, and we would look like a merchant, except for me, of course.
Yes, I see that. What's your horns bobble.
They do. It's not so bad when I'm excited. They firm up a little bit.
Whoa.
Take that out, cameraman. PG-13. I hope you all are liking this. I'm having a great time. All right, continue on firm horn.
This has gone down a path.
All right, so our tour. Let's start our tour.
Are they drunk? What is in the coffee?
Scotch.
There's nothing in here but a wand.
No, that's a stirring stick.
Oh, it
that's
is.
a swizzle. All right, so the world, which is the next thing for all you kids, just making sure everyone is caught up. Mm-hmm. My eyes are watering.
Yes.
If you
wait, hold on. I made a mistake. Just give me a second.
What do you mean you made a mistake?
There we are.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
So when you look at the world, right?
I'm so distracted.
You're thinking about firm horns.
Stop. Don't say it again. Don't say it again.
As you get older, they become less.
Oh my God, stop it.
We are being cut off by Camera Mandy. Let's move forward with our tour.
All right, so in the top left-hand corner, right, of the map there, this is the northeast. This is Verdestia, the large continent, not the long one, which is above it, which is called Nordruka. This is Verdestia, and was broken in half in the Woe of Ruin. And there is West Verdestia and East Verdestia. And East Verdestia is what we are talking about right now. Camera Mandy, stop texting and go to the next map.
She's apologizing. She's in the chat apologizing is what she is.
There's some regulator that's texting her saying you are treading on thin ice. We're going to shut your stream down.
I'm in the chat.
I'm sure they make a pill to firm up your horns later.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm not focused. Okay.
Go to the next map. Perfect. There it is. So this is West and East Verdestia. You see this here, Lokebutt, right?
Yes.
Right? And then there's a big bay.
Shrouded sea in the middle.
Yes, a shrouded sea in the middle, and the big bay on the left-hand side there, which is on West Verdestia, and right across from the big bay is basically where Vanzentia is.
Yes, right in that the little curve right in the middle is Vanzentia.
Indeed. So let us go to the next image, Camera Mandy. So this is the lands of Vanzentia. This is what we want you to spend a little time elaborating on, and throwing out some things. And the next picture that Camera Mandy will put up shows the marvelous fiefdoms.
Ah, yes. Of course, I can't see them way over there.
But you know.
But I know them, yes.
You know the old Roik in the top right and the rest of them?
Yes. There's the Crown Lands, Old Roik, Corpiers, Cerebic, and Karoma, my favorite. I actually spoke at the Karoma Vansgred.
Oh, very nice.
It's the
Did they
preamble.
make a beer, Karoma?
No. It's a salty wine.
Oh, salty wine called Karoma.
Oh, we're making stuff up on the fly.
That's going to be canon. Salty wine called Karoma. Do you put a lime in it? All right. So each one of these marvelous. So the Crown Lands, right, is the one that's in the blue.
Yes, and that's where the queen lives, and that's where and rulers. The main land has changed over the years. When it first started, Glúvoik was where the center of government.
Tell us the tale of the Glúvoik stronghold.
So there was this thing that people say happened called the Woe of Ruin.
Yes, 1,300 years ago or so, 1,250 years.
Yes. Magic and chaos and lands being destroyed and the shrouded sea coming in and the continent splitting. Well, this was a very hard time to live on the surface.
Indeed.
So the king Glúvoik Stone Level was his name.
A dwarf.
A dwarf.
Yes, crown dwarf.
Underneath the Mithril Mountains, welcomed all of the people in. And not only did he welcome them in as refugees, not knowing how long this chaos would ensue, he built the first meritocracy, so to speak. So everyone had their own merit underneath the mountain.
Which is why one of the precepts of Vanzentia is you earn
your keep,
your life, right?
and it's a meritocracy with fiefdom. So
there's a little bit of there's still a sort of an elite class. Right?
There is, but they are the most, at least by belief, the most able to lead, the hardest workers. Yes, exactly. And the queen herself is sometimes called the lady of most effort, or the lady of most
in the Vanzentian.
Yes. So Glúvoik.
King,
he pulled them in. And then, of course, as the lands became more inhabitable, they moved, and then Cerbik was the next
said, all
one.
You people need to get the hell out of here.
Yes. Well, I think it was a bit crowded, I believe.
Packed.
Especially for the taller folk.
Bumping their heads all the time.
So yes, they left, and then Cerbik was the next area that was central, because it was a little bit north and west of Glúvoik.
Marvelous.
And then the Crown Lands, Zyathé became.
Glúvoik was the first fiefdom, so to speak, and it was the sort of the capital at first.
At first,
yes. Okay.
And then Glúvoik got old, and he said, "I've got another. There's this whole
he was still the boss.
Yes,
of the whole thing, right?
Yes, and there's all of this other underdelving or things going on, and that's in another tale, of course. But he had to focus more on that, and so Cerbik became the new place where things were for about 600 years or so, and then Zilitar City was a port city. And as we started trading, that became more important, and that's where Zilitar is now the capital city.
Marvelous, and that is in the Crown Lands, which is the blue area.
Yes, exactly.
And as I understand, in these Mithril Mountains, there are some very interesting places like Geisengox, right? And
yes. I cannot wait to see that dungeon.
Yes, I am very hoping.
Always go left, they say.
Yes. I'm going to talk to Luke at GaryCon about taking this to the next step. So I'm pretty excited about.
It might be a little book to that would be nice. I would be very excited to see that. Fun. Also, there is Tinkerton's Folly.
Tinkerton's Folly, which is Keith gave us that.
That was a wonderful bit of fiction there.
Yes, and is the Shadow Lord, right? His citadel is up there in the Mithril Mountains.
Yes.
He's not the Shadow Lord. I can't remember off, but he's dangerous.
He's very. We don't talk about him. No.
We don't talk about
the
who?
Valandians apparently sent like a fairly significant entourage there, right?
Yes.
With soldiers and everyone, and apparently the envoy came back without his head, right? With a note strapped to his chest that said something to the effect of, if you if you visit me again without an invitation, you will pay the consequence. Something like that, right? It was terrible, right? We don't talk about that guy.
No. So let's talk about Court Piers for a second.
Marvelous.
Because Court Piers has something that any adventurer would love to get. Court Piers has a little town called Pita, and if you want to give your players something wonderful that they will treasure this forever, I mean, some people give their players weapons, swords, armor, magical things, these scrolls of wanton magic, but no, let me tell you, you give them an Esverdae from Pita, the flaky, buttery, and then the custard with a little cinnamon and ginger. Oh my goodness, the Esverdae is a treasure, a loot that you would treasure for a long, long time.
Sounds delicious. You know,
yes,
of course, I do not look like one who will pass up an eclair very often.
And did you know that the Esverdae, some say it started the conflict between Vanzentia and Donvan?
So this is important. So those of you who've been with us the last couple of weeks, you know that Donvan is the sovereignty that is to the north of Vanzentia, and there is, of course, the Bog Shore Road that runs along there, and then Harry's Bleak Bottom Bog that is in there, and all of that kind of stuff, right?
Yes, yes.
So Donvan and Vanzentia for a long, long time.
Long time.
Conflict.
Until our new queen has kind of solidified some of that.
Yes, we might want to hear that tale too.
We'll talk a little bit about the queen as well, but the Esverdae, and I don't believe this tale, but it's a good tale anyway. The Esverdae, it is claimed Donvan created it, and then a Vanzentian baker made it more popular, and that kind of caused some conflict.
This was my Claire, and you stole the recipe.
You stole exactly, and they say that's what caused the whole war. But I think it's more because as the two kingdoms grew, Donvan is very merchant-like.
Yes, cutthroat, I would always say.
And with Vanzentia, when they show up at a new community and they see a bunch of people doing a lot of work, well, they must be the ones in control, right? So they start bargaining with the people doing the stuff. And then all of a sudden, the people who own the stuff get really mad.
Because they're talking to the people who are doing the work rather than the people who own the stuff.
Yes. So that caused some relational conflicts early on that kind of spun out of control and led to centuries of war. We love that, right?
Of course, it makes it great adventures, right? It makes for all kinds of fun stuff, right? And there was, of course, the peace that was supposed to be brokered.
Yes,
at the
Bleakwater Station. Yes, that was a tale to be told. So, and this was when Nadiana, Queen Nadiana, was very young.
Yes.
And her father,
the current queen of Vanzentia, Queen Nadiana.
And her father had brokered a peace deal with the king of Donvan.
Yes.
And they were to meet at Bleakwater Station and have a wedding.
But Queen Nadiana was from Donvan, yes?
No, Queen Nadiana is
from Vanzentia.
Yes.
Okay.
And she was very young.
Can I show this image?
No, not yet.
Okay.
And so...
shoot, I'm so sorry.
That's her, yes.
It's Camera Mandy, goodness gracious. Just overhanging the market. Continue on.
So there was some peat bog trolls that were somehow got inside, and they were things were chaotic, and the king of Vanzentia was mortally wounded, and people were running, and there was chaos. Some say that it was the Valandians that caused this chaos to try and keep them at war. Some say that it was the betrayal of the faction within Vanzentia that wants war, the war faction, that wants to continue this war.
The Eclair guys.
The Eclair guys, exactly, yes. But then what happened during that is that Queen Nadiana escaped, but was taken by the king's family
of Donvan.
Yes, because he lost his daughter in all that chaos.
Yes, and the king of Vanzentia, his wounds could not be healed. Is that correct? There was
Correct,
some strange magic afoot.
Yes,
some kind of poison.
It's peat bottom trolls or peat bog trolls. Those of you who are those. What do you call them? The read the stats.
The monster memorizers.
Monster memorizers, yeah. So perhaps there were some monster memorizers fighting these trolls, and of course hit them with fire. Well, peat bog trolls, when hit with fire, explode. So and that caused even more and more chaos.
Never throw fire at a peat bog troll. Yes, there's a song about that. I might have to write that. Never throw fire at a peat bog troll. Stop it, Camera Mandy. Continue on.
So at this point,
you get blamed for everything.
Donvan being very what do you call that when you get trade, right?
Yeah, it's very
trade oriented.
Trade. I lost my daughter.
I'm taking your daughter. And so she was raised in Donvan. And then after this, her two younger brothers went to war.
Yes,
there was a
civil
long
war,
civil war there. And she came back. And then she also had a handmaiden who had heard, we'll talk about the Mavcre in a minute, heard that her father's true Mavcre recipient, it's a ritual in which the leader chooses the most valuable, the most knowledgeable, the person ready to lead.
The one who should be their successor.
Exactly. They choose this based on merits, not based on bloodlines. And there are things in Vanzentian history where the ruler actually chose, for example, the footing brambles were
Gnomes. They were shot cobblers.
Cobblers, yes. And so the queen at the time chose the cobbler's son instead of any of her family, who were all just needy, greedy people.
Which was not good.
And that's how
for them. I mean, it was good for the people, but it was not good for the family situation, right? The dynamic, you know.
So
like Knives Out, if you've never seen that movie. Yes, with Knives Out.
Good movie.
Yes, good movie. Continue on. I apologize. I digressed a little bit there.
We're just going all over the place, but that's okay.
So Nadiana is in Donvin. She's been taken. She comes back during the Civil War because the handmaiden has learned
and has proof that she was chosen as the Mavcre recipient and should rule Vanzentia.
And so both her brothers decide yes.
Yes.
Because they have to follow the tradition is what they do.
Exactly. Yes.
And so now she is the queen.
And now she is the queen. So to the slide with the queen then?
I guess we could do that. Absolutely. Let's look at that slide.
And Harry says that's where Alfabio and Alphinius got their shoes.
At the footing brambles. Yeah.
Excellent shoes, by the way. Yes, very, very nice. Except for those curly things on the front. They look like your horns now that I think about it.
We're not talking about my horns.
Oh, I found out that my nieces were watching the show.
Oh, very good. Adam, you're a terrible babysitter. Terrible babysitter.
It was my brother-in-law.
Oh, Chris. Terrible.
It's fine.
All right, so this is the queen, right? And this is one of my most favorite images. This is the queen and the vampire.
Yes. And Nikolai Darstrav, who has been around guiding the ruling family for some time.
I'm just going to applaud this picture.
Is that not beautiful?
It is a great picture.
I know that the audience is applauding at home, so I'm just applauding in their stead.
This is
yes.
a really, really marvelous image. And it's down in the catacombs beneath the castle.
Yes. Oh, and there's actually, near the castle is the Darstrav Academy of Tutors. And
so who was this Darstrav? Tell us it.
He founded the academy. And
so this was a long time ago.
A long time ago, yes. And right beneath royalty are tutors, teachers.
And Darstrav was the top
and
teacher.
he was a teacher of royalty. He taught people how to lead, and then he founded the Darstrav Academy of Tutors. People from all over Zyathé come there to learn.
Vanzentia, right?
Yes,
want to come, if someone wants to become a really great teacher, they can come there and gain insights and knowledge.
So just below royalty is the teachers of royalty. They have very high respect in Vanzentian culture. And this really comes from the fact that my alter ego, Corey, is an educator, so that bled into the Vanzentia a bit. If I was going to live in a world that was great, teachers would be praised.
Teachers probably should be praised a lot more than they are.
I'm going to put that out there. Yes, Corey, I'm going to praise you right now. You're an amazing teacher, and I appreciate you. I appreciate any teacher that's on
all you teachers out there. Yes, indeed. Very nice, very nice. Thank you for taking care of the next generations, as it were.
Yes.
And if it was in my power, pay raises for all of you.
All around, just like in Vanzentia.
It's either that or just drink scotch on the basis. Right? More scotch. Right?
I don't want to admit.
So anyway, so the Darstrav founds the academy.
Hundreds
of years ago.
Yes, and he's been kind of coaching and helping, and he has some people who.
But he's dead.
He is a vampire. Yes.
But not one that wants to just kill.
No. Matter of fact, there is a whole group of people called the Darstrav secret keepers, who bring him his food.
Yes, which is typically a person who's done heinous things.
Yes.
Typically the way it works. Yes. So I have to ask you a question though. Most people do not know of the existence, but there are rumors.
There are rumors, yes. Of course, most people think that Darstrav has been dead for centuries, and yes, these are all things that the GM knows. If you're a player watching this, please ignore the last 5 minutes.
No, if you're a player watching this, you can metagame now. Haha, yes, which means your game master will change everything up. The queen will be a vampire, and Darstrav will be a usurper. But no, this is a marvelous tale, right?
Yes,
because he was so committed to the family. Yes, this was it, right?
And to keeping this feudal meritocracy going.
Yes, and education. He was so big on education, right? So even when he was struck with this vampirism, it did not totally fully take over his mind and turn him into
this killer, this blood.
Thing.
Yes, exactly.
And this is why now she goes into the catacombs. Because he's probably one of the most wisest people in the world. Yes, is that probably true?
Yes, perhaps, yes.
Yes.
So this picture is great, and I'll talk a little bit about some things here. The crown on her head.
Yes, talk about this.
Oh, do I have is this the...
Yes, but stay with this picture. It's fine. The next picture is not as good as this. This is so marvelous. Just stay with this.
Okay.
The crown on her head, the crown of Vanzentia, is a very, very magical item. It's the first human... and his name escapes me right now, but it's in the book. The first human
who received
ruler.
The crown from Gluvoik.
No, he created the crown. Oh. See, and he wanting to. Humans don't live as long as dwarves, and of course, the Gluvoik had centuries of time to learn how to rule. Well, he only had one lifetime. But he wanted to be able to share this forward as it goes on. And so he had this crown crafted. And the crown holds the memories of every ruler in Vanzentia since his time. Now, the sad part is this crown wasn't finished before he died. Mm. So his sister put her essence into the crown and took with her all of the things that she had learned from her brother. And so every royal Vanzagred, a lineage is read. Sometimes it lasts weeks and weeks and weeks to read the lineage.
All of the things that are in the crown just goes on and on and on.
It's up to the current person.
Kind of a
intermission?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, that's where I come in.
You have to go to the restroom.
Yes, a royal Vanzagred can be a quite boring thing. And if you want to read about one, the intro to make them smile. Talks about all the Vanzagred stuff. It's the Karoma Vanzagred, not the Royal Vanzagred, yes. Which is a fun tale that explains how these things get passed down.
Yes, but this is the stuff, right? Because for adventures, 1 second, cameraman, and that's why I will. So this is the wonderful thing, right? The wonderful thing is you can build this lore, right? Is you can bring these tales, it brings the world to life. Right, and this is what makes it so much more immersive for players.
Yes,
makes it so much more enjoyable, right? Because even within these tales, right, we have all kinds of political intrigue in Vanzentia, right? And one of the pictures I have up here is Petrovania.
Yeah, right? The Petrovania family. Yes.
Well, let me ask my question.
Yes, I'm sorry, cameraman, please.
Okay, so let's just say there's like an adventuring party out there with a certain hatter who really likes the idea of this crown. How difficult do you think it would be for that character to go get this crown?
Ooh, that would be nigh impossible to steal the crown. That could be that would be fun though.
It would be so fun.
The crown.
Ooh, the crown is missing. What do we do?
There's a secret in it that everyone is seeking that has been hidden in a code or something.
Perhaps something that even goes back to the woe of ruin. Ooh, wow, yes, this could be a very interesting...
Because lived before the war.
He did, yes.
So he probably had interactions with the Ethnic civilization. Marvelous, yes.
Good ideas. I love these.
The crown.
But if I was an adventurer in Vanzentia, the crown is nice, but the Essenver declares are much better.
Give me a box. I hope everyone enjoying this is good. Yes, this is marvelous little tales, right, of Vanzentia. So this is wonderful. So let us show. Go ahead, Cameron. Is there some questions and such?
No, but we are getting to 10:55.
We're almost done.
Okay, sounds good. Because I want to do our giveaway before everyone. So stay tuned because we have a really good giveaway. All right, next up.
So this is Petrovania, and this was Pamela's creation.
Yes, she created this whole family, and I think it's the oldest sister. There was something that happened, and then she disappeared.
Yes, it was a scandal for the whole family, right?
And so the only people who stayed in Zyathé City was
Petrovania.
That's her last name, Petrovania.
No, I thought that was the first name. Petrovania.
No, her.
Pamela, you got to be at that. Just help us out here.
Pamela
Put it in chat.
was in earlier. I don't know if she's still here or not.
But this is the younger daughter, and her brother stayed.
Yes.
in Zyathé City.
Anaisia.
Anaisia, yes,
that's it.
Anaisia Petrovania.
Thank you,
Yes, thank you. Marvelous. Well done.
So
Pamela,
they stayed in Zyathé City, and she's very ambitious this way.
Yes. There was a rumor, right, of a little hanky-panky with one of the brothers, right? There's a little rumor.
Perhaps. There's other rumors as
And
well.
there's a rumor of
We'd
the
hit
Claire and the brother.
And now Fabio
her,
returned
and
book.
Fabio was in there.
We've hit our
This
cap.
is a very dirty rumor.
So at any rate, her family, her father and her mother went back to the fort where their lands were, and that they've kind of stayed there, but much to the chagrin of the general who was running the fort, because then all of a sudden this noble comes in and
doesn't know what they're doing
about the
Doesn't want to take
military,
over,
and
right?
yeah, exactly. But that's kind of the background, and she is very ambitious and has some things going on within Zyathé City, which is a tale for another telling, since we're at 10:55.
10:57 right now.
Oh,
you know,
right.
Look at cameraman; she has a vein popping out the side of her face.
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and just put out what the code is so that people can start entering it in for the giveaway.
All right, let's do that real quick. So let's
exclamation-
explain what we're doing. First of all, it's Chris's marvelous mini.
Yeah,
that was
I have a picture.
Yeah, so Chris gave some minis to help out with the stream from Genghis Khan. But one was not given away because the person did not follow up and give.
No. It was because international.
Oh, that's correct. There was someone international. International people shipping is just so ludicrous. We have to do something else for them.
Digital thing or something, yes.
And if I could side note on this, by the way, we next week, starting with our next tour, are going to start having a form that everyone who enters a giveaway has to fill out. A giveaway or a contest will have to fill out a form with their contact information and everything ahead of time. So that way I don't then have to harass everyone after the fact to get their addresses and stuff like that. So we're starting to streamline our giveaway process a little bit more to make it a little less cumbersome.
Forms.
Yes. So
fill out those forms. Yes, no, it's a good idea because this thing was hard. It was hard to get all this organized, right? Cameraman, it was difficult.
Yeah. Yes. So that'll be starting implemented next week.
So anyway, Marvelous Chris gave us 3 or 4 minis, I think, Cameraman, that we were able to give away in the stream. But one person was international, and so we're giving away this marvelous miniature today to anybody who's in the stream.
And so the code word, it's Lokebutt, and Lokebutt is spelled Lokebutt.
His name is Lokebutt?
Dude's name
is Lokebutt?
It's actually pronounced Jeff. I joke, I jest.
It's not pronounced Jeff, nor Bob.
Okay.
All right. So everybody's putting those in right now. Yes, they're doing that.
Yes.
All right. So
we go back over.
I just want to take a moment while we're getting the votes on that stuff. I want to thank Corey for coming today, putting on your makeup and being a part of the show and stream. And you know, Corey's just one of many who have authored wonderful materials and brought wonderful ideas to the world of Zyathé, which is kind of what we're founded on. Yes, it's kind of what we're founded on.
And even within Vanzentia, there were so many contributors that it just blossomed into this perfect flower of a place to go.
The tale grows in the telling. Yes,
yes,
it does. Right, and this is what I've always believed: is that we can work together, right, and bring more ideas to the table that generally will make the thing better. Right, that's what I think. You know. I think I did make up the affair with Anaisa, with the brother.
I don't remember this.
I just squeezed that in there. Yes, it might have been our Fabio. He might have taken over my body at the time. Yes. Oh, that was a steamy affair. Yes.
Okay, I should side note here again because I should have mentioned only enter if you are in the United States. I think it's implied.
Oh my God!
If it gets drawn,
that's another international winner.
Yes. So I felt like it was implied, but yes. And so again, we're at
because we did give another prize away to the person who won internationally.
So we are now doing digital downloads for people who are international, and maybe once all the craziness is done with shipping, we can get back to shipping out prizes. But right now, it's very expensive, and it takes so long. So,
but the cost is just ludicrous.
Yes.
You know, I mean, to send something that's worth $10 or $20 and have $50 in shipping costs laid on top of it is just silliness. So,
all right, I'm going to give it another minute.
Yes, so
here.
we'll go a little longer, but thank you for coming in and
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yes,
It
I
was
hope you all
fun.
had a good time. You know, that this crazy guy here is with us.
I'm also going to put
And,
up this picture.
Oh, what do you?
This is a picture of me with all my hats because there was some chatter in the stream that it was really sus that I don't wear hats constantly. But before the Gooey Cube madness started, I had a hat business, and it was called Obnoxious Hats by Lady Woolthief. And this is a picture of me in a hat, surrounded by all my hats. I'm a big hatter.
And they're beautiful.
Yes.
Those hats that she would handcrafted, and they would have all kinds of things like little railroad cars and
Teacups on top of the hats.
and yes,
Those are my
That sounds
favorite.
wonderful. You should model them.
no, they fall off really easily.
He
You
has
need to
a
have
very big
square
head. He has a very big head. It is
She
true.
didn't make anything in my size.
So I just wanted it clear that I am a true hatter. So, okay.
All right, do we have a winner?
Okay, we are going to draw the winner
And
right
there's a
now.
form you need to fill out in triplicate.
Yes.
463 lines.
Our winner is D&D Doug.
D&D Doug. Yay, D&D Doug. Let's go behind. Yes, marvelous.
D&D Doug, if you...
Right there.
You live in the United States, correct? No. Anyway, D&D Doug, if you could please email me your address to cameramandy@gooeycube.com or Facebook message me. We will get the address over to Chris, and Chris will send out.
Yes, another thank you to CS Minis. That's
Yes.
Chris, and we appreciate that very much. Camera Mandy, we got anything else?
No. Are you guys completely done with the tour?
Well, we're gonna do. Might do something else when we do the next show, right? April 30th, we're going to do the Carnival.
Yes,
We're gonna
yes.
actually do it as part
Alphinius,
of the
are you
show.
going to play?
Yeah, I'm gonna play.
Oh.
Ooh, I get to kill Alphinius.
No, you don't. No killing Alphinius. You can kill. I'm going to play Alfabio. You can kill him.
Wait. Is that for reals? Are you really going to play Alfabio? Because do not tease people if you're not going to do it. That is wrong.
How would Alfabio talk? I am Alfabio. Hello.
You need a wig.
I will.
Yeah, we'll get a
I
wig.
will bring a wig, a pink wig. I will play Alfabio. Yes.
Okay.
We will talk a lot.
Y'all, we have a confirmed, but you cannot kill Alfabio.
Ooh, so firm.
Oh my God. This is taking a turn. I'm cutting it off. Alfabio will be playing in our Carnivalle game,
Carnivalle,
GM'd
yes.
by
Lokebutt Mavcre, yes.
April 30th. It will be at about 2 p.m. In the afternoon on Saturday, April 30th, 2 p.m.
And
Mountain
next
Time.
weekend we're going to continue the Netherdark. We'll probably do a little bit more stuff, and we're going to do the Andre is going to be visiting with us. Yes, we're going to do that to talk about the aftermath of Genghis Khan, right? And we'll have a lot of fun with that kind of stuff, and we'll just keep going on with this crazy stream like we always do. Yes,
Oh, I can't wait.
Yes. Anything else, Camera Mandy?
That is all. I'm really excited for
Well, Lokebutt and I would like to thank you, along with Camera Mandy. May all your
Adventures be sticky.